What's up everybody, welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus. We have defeated 2 of the 16 colossi and we have been tasked with finding the third one. So I think it was something about a canopy source to the skies or something like that. So canopy makes me think of forest, so maybe we have to go to some cool looking forest, which I have no problem with. So I say we get on with it. There's Agro. It's funny, in English slang, I don't know if Americans or people like other mainly English-speaking countries use this, but aggro was like a slang term for being aggravated. So like, stop being so aggro, which is not really a word I'd like to associate with our aggro because he's just so majestic. But I can't help but think of aggravation when I think of aggro. One thing that I do want to see though, it feels like the entire game has a vignette and I'm not sure I like that. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Motion blur. None. So you can play the entire game filtered if you want, which is kind of interesting. I don't think I'll play around with it. I'll leave it as the game creators intended it. That's probably just something to have fun with once you're actually done with the game. So I'll respect the creative intentions of the guys who made the game. Now, one thing I'm still unclear about is this whole life sword business, because there's no objective way to measure the power of the sword from that I can tell anyway. I really don't know if this life sword is like really overpowered and it's really going to nerf the game and make the experience worse, or whether it just makes a minor difference and it's a nice little perk to have. That's something I'm not quite sure about, so we'll have to see. Yeah, because of the auto camera here. Oh wow, that's something I didn't see before. Well, sorry Agro, a bit of a unflattering angle. It says a canopy that soars to the sky. Okay, so that might literally be where I'm going. There was a thing about birds in the achievement section which I found quite interesting. I don't know if there's some giant birds that we can like fly on or something. And there's also the business of shrines. So I guess if I come up against anything that looks like a shrine, I've got to remember to check it out. But checking out the comments on part 1 so far, it seems like people are in agreement with me about how beautiful this game looks. I couldn't help but think that I'd love to see Metal Gear Solid 3 remastered for the PS4 now, because Bluepoint, I think, were the ones that remastered Metal Gear Solid 3 for the PS3. And I remember thinking that looked really nice. But it'd be really cool to see it on the PS4 as well, with like this level of graphics, because I think the jungle of MGS3 is really nice. MGS2 doesn't really matter so much because it's much more, it's kind of interiors and straight lines and that kind of thing, but the jungle of MGS3 I think would look wonderful like this. So let's be doubly sure that, well, hold on, I'm pretty sure I have to go across, but I'll double check. Okay. There's a go. Let's ride a bit more quickly. So understandably, Agro only gallops for a finite period of time. I wonder if there's some kind of affection index with Agro, like if you force him to run too much, he gets upset and stuff. I don't know if that's the thing. Yeah, don't want to head back down to where the last Colossus was.
Yeah.
In like horse riding terminology, I'm not sure which one this is. I don't know if this is a canter, but I think this is like the happy medium where he's easy to control and you still cover the ground, so it's not too bad. I see some little things in the distance. I don't know if that's other wildlife. I haven't seen, other than the birds, I don't think I've seen any wildlife around so far. So it's also a way to like auto steer the horse, because all I've got to do is just point my camera in that direction. He already goes there, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we've got more desert terrain. Interesting. That looks nice. Yeah, definitely. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, any second now. Unless we've got to climb a bit once again. Okay, hold up, hold up. Steady. It's glowing yellow now. Interesting. I don't know what the difference is between it glowing blue and yellow, but yellow might just mean we're really close.
Yeah.
There we go. I saw something there. I don't know if it was a bird or something.
Yeah.
Still a little bit clunky with the controls at the moment, but I'll get the hang of it. It's getting increasingly vignetted here. Okay. The soundtrack's really nice as well. I think with The Last Guardian as well, I quite enjoyed it. It's very minimal, as expected, but it works well with the aesthetic of the game. Another nice looking area.
Agro.
I want to spend a little bit of time on foot. I don't think I can go up there with Agro. Unless, wait, I might have to use Agro to get across the water anyway. Whoa. Okay, he can swim. You'd never know, it could be like GTA 3 syndrome. I'm pretty sure Agro can swim as well. I think horses are pretty good swimmers, right? If I remember correctly. But this doesn't really look like somewhere Agro can come and join me, so... This is probably going to be a tougher fight because I'm not going to have as easy an opportunity to run away. It's going to be much more difficult for me to run. Now, with that being said, that gap over there... Oh, the camera goes underwater. That's really cool. That's awesome. Because I remember in, I think it was Uncharted Lost Legacy most recently, where I was playing around with photo mode. And I was trying to get a photo when Nadine jumped in the water. So I'd get like an underwater shot when she dived in. And I realised that it wasn't possible because the camera wouldn't go below the water. But the fact that it does here is pretty cool. That's a long way down. Barge Temple, anyone? Oof. Wow. It's just annoying. I wish the camera would just stay locked. Okay, I had a little bit of fun with photo mode. Now, what I won't have fun with is dropping down here, but I feel like I can probably... The fact that it's got this middle bit here tells me that I've probably got to jump to the middle first before I can... Yep. For some reason, I'm not surprised that that happened. Oh, he can jump inside the water. Bit of a dolphin. So you can dive a little bit below the surface. I don't think you can go any deeper than this. This is kind of cool. There we go. So you can grab onto smaller ledges. Early on there was a bit where that failed. So... That's why I wasn't so sure, and I was trying to jump onto the bush instead. Do we really think that's a jump he can make? I'm not sure about that. Okay, so it didn't have to go any further. Get up. There we go. Okay. The climbing mechanics are still a little bit clunky for me. And I mean that in terms of me needing to get used to it. It's not that the game's doing anything wrong, per se. I've just got to adapt myself to it. Okay. That's a nice looking place to have a battle. Okay. Here we go. Colossus number 3. Whoa, this one's really tall. That's not what I needed to do. He's gonna smack me in the head. Wow. Well, obviously it's up around his head area, probably. He doesn't look very balanced, though. Yeah, I can't grab onto his leg. I think I've got to let him swing at me with his own club. It's that sword. Okay, here we go. Although I'm not sure where I can go here in terms of anywhere higher. Gotta wait for a chance and then go like this. Okay, grabbed it. I feel like I should have been able to stand up on there. That's a little bit annoying, but I guess we'll have to go again. I think the key with a lot of these colossi is patience. Yeah, we've got to kind of get up there first. Hello? Over here? Yeah, it's incredibly slow. Just gotta keep baiting him in here. Although not with that type, it's got to be a proper swing rather than a stab. It's just so tall. It's one of these things where you just have to keep kind of wrestling with the camera to keep the Colossus in the shot. No, he's going for a stabbing motion. This isn't what we want. There's nothing to grab here, so that doesn't work. What if I make him smack something really tough? There we go. So that unlocks a greater region for me to... Oh! I honestly didn't think he was going to readjust that much. He looked like he was committed to the swing. Fine. Let's try again. I underestimated you. Okay. Come on, man. I've been doing the same thing since the start, and now I have to keep getting hit. Well... No, okay, so suddenly now, maybe because his arm is lighter... Oh, what? I fell off again? Now I'm unable to dodge his big attack. I dodged it like 3 times in a row. See what I mean? Like now, it doesn't matter how many times I roll, I can't dodge it. Suddenly. Wow. Okay. We were going okay until... Okay, that's better. This time I'm just gonna grab. Gotta find a way to stay on here. Ah! I'm pressing X to kind of... You see, it's really annoying. The only thing about playing a game like this is once you've got used to like modern games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider and their climbing mechanics, this just... it's going to take a lot of time to get used to. Because like when I'm on top of his sword, I'm instinctively pressing X to jump up onto a higher ledge, but that's not what you're supposed to do here. Okay, so now suddenly he's miles off again. He lifts his sword so much more quickly now. If I could just come on a bit further. There we go. Okay. Kind of stumbled my way across. Come on, get up. A tiny bit further. There we go. Okay. Shit, he's really shaking his head. Hold on, boy. Oof. Come on. Ah, grab. Okay, I think I'm finally there. Oh no, it just... Woo! Hang on! Oh man, we're like some annoying fly. I am pressing R2 down so hard right now. Anything to not fall off. I'm trying my best. I've got to be a bit braver with letting go of R2. But I feel like the second I let it go, I'm going to die. Oh my god! He stopped me again! This is like a WWE match when they're just about to tap out and he's like, no! Every time I get my stamina back by doing this, he starts shaking his head. Just gotta bide my time. Okay, this time I think I've got him. There we go, finally. That's one. I'm gonna fall off. Okay. Get my breath back for a second. Okay. Another round. Okay, had to bust out a screenshot. There we go. This one has a lot more health. Although I'm not able to fully charge my turns right now. Need to get to the back again. There we go. Luckily he's got a bit of a hunch back, so... Yeah, now he's shaking his whole body. Nowhere safe. There we go. Much bigger chunk now. Oh no, I finally fell. Oof. Okay, well, I think that was a good effort. Just need to be a bit braver next time with the... yeah, he's shaking. But I think mechanically he stays the same. I don't know if after... I don't know if after a certain change in damage does he start doing different things, but... There we go. That's what I've been trying to do all along. Okay, here we go again. There's another weak spot there. If only I could get across. I've got to get there. Oof, not quite. I couldn't jump to the side. Oh, come on. I thought I grabbed on there, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. That sucks. Okay, so something popped up and I had to cut the session short, but what I didn't realise was that because of the whole autosave thing, I've closed it off, but when I reloaded the autosave, it had an autosave from here, but it had autosaved all the way back, and then I fell 2 or 3 more times again trying to come back here, so I've wasted like 20 minutes to get back here for no reason, so we're probably going to have to do it all over again. So I'll probably edit out the start of this battle and continue on from when he breaks his sword and I bring him down to about half health. So we'll do something like that. Let's try it from this side. So running backwards is enough, because his horizontal range is much wider than his vertical range. Now, last time I died because I tried to get to this middle bit, which I thought would be much safer. I feel like I'd be able to stay balanced and stay on this middle bit if I can get to it. But I think it's purposefully more difficult to get there because... Okay. Let me take a breather. Okay, there we go. This is where I wanted to go. Yeah, he can shake his hips, fine, but I should still be okay. Come on, grab on. There we go. I'm trying to move down a bit. There we go. This is better. Bang! There we go. Not quite. Alright, let me get my strength back for a second. Okay. Let's continue the onslaught. Come on. There we go. Ah, we have to, okay. Now we have to head up to the second one. I tried to jump there, but he didn't jump. I was trying to jump onto his arm so I could go back up, but... Come on, that was miles away where that sword landed. I know he's a big Colossus, but come on. Dude, grab the fur, man. Okay. That's better. You literally have to get the hang of it. And take these little pit stops. Okay. Getting closer. Now his head was quite difficult to balance on. Okay. So remember, this was like my safe zone last time. It's not quite on the top of his head, but he keeps shaking just when you're about to deliver that blow. I guess from their perspective, this is like Shadow of the Mosquito. Okay. Another breather. I don't blame him, but he just does not stop moving. I'm trying to not charge up for a very long time so that I can get the hit in, but... Okay, get my strength back. Go again. Patience. Almost. Woo! Man, my R2 button has taken some abuse already in this playthrough. Ah, I'm so close. Hold on. I'm not going to risk it here. That final blow. Come on. There it is. Woo! This third one was a challenge. It's only 3 of 16. This one actually killed me, so I don't have as much mercy for this one. I mean, we are the ones starting the fight, but do what you gotta do. The interesting thing is we had those like 4 or 5 shadow looking men at the start, and I was like, oh look, here's a tutorial battle, and then he just kind of held up the sword and they disappeared. Now every time he kills a Colossus, he gets one more of those guys kind of standing around him before he comes to every time. So that must have some significance. So they're obviously the souls of the Colossi that he's killed.